Welcome to Lifeword today. It is Thursday, May 22nd, and we are super excited that you're joining us this morning for another wonderful show. Always a wonderful show. And guess what? My friend Donnie Parrish is back in the studio today. Hey, Donnie.
Hey, good morning. I got out of the Philippines.
You made it home.
I made it home. Hey, John, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm just glad the volcano didn't get you.
You know what? When all that started, there was a suggestion that I be thrown into the volcano as a
sacrifice.
Hey, can you turn that music on?
Yeah, I might do that. Good idea.
Turn that music.
Watch this.
Make it. He'll kick it up.
It does.
Bingo. Now, I'm not sure how much y'all heard of us earlier because that music.
It wasn't that loud.
Well, it was hard to tell.
Okay. We are going to have to figure that out. We love the music. It really helps us to get things going here, but at the same time, it just cuts us off. So here's a poll for all of our viewers that are watching right now, all four of you. If you can hear us, would you rather hear the music playing or would you rather hear us? So put that in the comments.
Like when Yolanda starts, when she asks questions, she always goes.
She does. She kind of got that head tilt thing.
She got that on a bob right there. That's good. Hey, welcome, guys. We're glad you're joining us today. We got some folks tuning in, starting to come in here, and we're glad you're here today. And we've got folks already telling us that they're here, and we're glad to see you chatting in this morning. And yeah, it's good to be back. That was an adventure.
Yes. So how long were you gone? Was it like 2 weeks?
I was gone 7 years, I think.
7 years.
It felt like it. No, it was almost 3 weeks by the time I got home. So the day I was supposed to leave, I got on an airplane and sat on the runway for 2 hours here in Little Rock, and I gave up, got off the plane. And so left the next day, and then coming home, there was a volcano, and we couldn't get out. And so
literally, there was a volcano. Literally,
there was a volcano on the island.
It erupted. Not just that there was a volcano; it erupted.
Yeah, it took off. It shot up in the air, and the big thing was, we weren't close to it, never saw it, wouldn't even have known it. But the volcanic ash would get into the engines of the planes. We all know how painful that can be. So they decided they'd shut down all air traffic. And so, it was just scrambling for a couple of days. And it was fine. It really was. But, when you're ready to come home, it's time to come home. So it was all good, though. Folks over there, great. And Lord's doing big things at Lifeword, through Lifeword Asia Pacific. And so it was good to be with Petey Tabog and several of our team over there. Did a couple of broadcasts from his church, and it was fun. So we had a good time. Glad to be home. But hey, Yolanda, you and Sean just getting back from
we took a couple of days off and decided we were going to do a little hiking. We were trying to decide what we wanted to do. And I love just being outdoors. Of course, Sean loves the outdoors. And so we thought, we'll go to Branson for a couple of days, explore a couple of things, and then we'll head over to Ponca and do some hiking over there. And our first night in Ponca, we pull up to our cabin. And it's starting to rain. There's some storms that are moving in. This was Monday night. And at the cabin, I don't know if you've ever been to Ponca or Jasper in this area, but there's really not much cell phone service at all. And so at our cabin, there is no service except for you have Wi-Fi, and that's it. And so you have connection to the outside world as long as you have power. Well, all of a sudden, a tornado warning for our area came across my phone. We were right below the little red line, and I went to show it to Sean. I said, hey, look, there's a tornado warning for our area. And as I went to show him, the power went off. We lost contact with the world.
Oh, no.
We had no way to check the weather or anything. And I was a little anxious. But, hey, the Lord is good at reminding us that we are not in control. I think we said that before. So, so we went to bed that night, not knowing exactly what was going to happen. But 5:45 or 6 a.m. the next morning, we finally got power back and saw that all was well with the world. So we made it.
It makes you feeling better. I go to bed every night feeling that way. What in the world's going on? What is going on? I don't find out for 2 or 3 days. So John, and so y'all have had, man, listen, your family's had a big week, and
Yeah, and yesterday was y'all's anniversary, right?
Yeah, well,
31 years, right?
31.
Woo!
Right.
Awesome.
That's right.
I remember you when you were kids.
You remember when we got married?
I remember when you got married.
Yeah.
I certainly do, man. Isn't that something?
It is.
Goodness
Blink
gracious.
of an eye, right? Goes by fast.
I don't know if you guys know this out there in the Lifeword world, but I'm just I deal with children all day long. I got a bunch of children that I take care of here at Lifeword. No, I'm just kidding. They're all great folks, but when you
Are
get
you
my
Papa
age,
Don? Are you Papa Donnie?
when in my age, everybody's a child. So
Usually that would offend me. Now I'm just glad to be called something young.
I understand.
So.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for joining in this morning. We've got several people that have already joined us, and got Miss Shirley. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah.
Shirley, thanks for joining in. There's Brother Harold. Well, thank you, Brother Harold. Appreciate that. You know, I wish that this is just normal. This is normal for
normal,
here.
yeah, that's right.
I mean, this is, you know, but the thing about it is working with Lifeword, and one of the fun things about it is, you know, we got a house full of creatives, and they're creative people. And so I don't know if you know this, but creatives think differently. And that's fun. That's good. So we do have a great time. So appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
And Brother Jeff Herring, hey man, good to see you, Brother Jeff, over at the Baptist Trumpet. Appreciate you tuning in today too. And listen, if you're out there this morning, you're watching, do us a favor, like and share. That'll help us. Did you see that?
This is the new Donnie. While you were gone, we found a new thing. Did you see it?
I saw it. I watched the replay. I saw the.
I wish this one would be like a piano.
Do it, Yolanda.
See if you can put it up again.
Do it. There it goes.
Wait.
Maybe. There it is.
Yeah.
We're so easily amused. I mean, really. I know. Y'all love it.
Software does that. We didn't know. We learned something new every day. Hey, so like and share if you will. That'll help us. And then also, we'd love to pray for you. And so if you're out there today and you need prayer, you want somebody to pray for you, we'd be honored to. So let us know about that. And if it's something you don't want everybody to know about, you know, we get it. So you can email your prayer request, and just our staff, we'll keep that to ourselves. So we'd love to pray for you today. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, so we got a couple other thoughts. I saw Jared Lee down in South Mississippi.
He says morning time.
It is morning time. Right?
This is true.
Yeah. And for you, I know, Jared, it started a while ago. You probably get up like I do, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Good morning, Brother Gary. Good to see you.
Gary over in Jonesboro.
Jonesboro today. Good to see you, brother. And we have some other folks joining in. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But we've got a special guest today that I wanted to introduce to you. And it's somebody you'll know, but it has something to do with what I've been doing the last 2 or 3 weeks. Dr. Stan Scroggins. Hey, Dr. Stan, how are you this morning, brother?
Hey, good to see you guys. And hey, as Donnie was saying, we just had a blast on our trip to the Philippines. And you just mentioned that Jeff Herring is listening in as a viewer. And hey, I just want to say, Jeff and Baptist Trumpet were so good to me, my years as a missionary. I mean, they always put articles about me, even when I didn't even know it. And it was just a joy to know that they were helping get the word out about what is going on in the world of missions. Thanks, Jeff, and your staff there at Baptist Trumpet.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, Donnie, how you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm great. Hey, Dr. Stan Scroggins he is a doctor. So I wanted to, anytime I have flu, that's who I go see, is Dr. Stan. No, I'm just kidding. He's got a PhD, and he serves BMA Global as our coordinator over in Asia Pacific. And last week, quite honestly, I tagged along with them on this trip and had some things I need to take care of in the Philippines. They allowed me. It was gracious. Brother Larry Barker and his wife Shelby, and then also we had Dwayne Orr, who is at Cornerstone Baptist Church in Jacksonville, Texas. He's a NASA scientist, and he went to help work and train. And then, of course, Larry did a super job. He knocked it out of the park, didn't he, Stan?
Yeah, for sure.
So really, that was all in conjunction. Stan, tell us about the annual Bible conference that they have there at the BMA Bible College.
Hey, yeah, that's their annual event. Just like, we have our annual association here in America. It was their annual association. And they have a whole new slate of officers. And so just really the work there is very healthy. There's a lot of churches, a lot of missions. And so just really a great time there. We all went to their association meeting, and they really were appreciative of us, being part of their association meeting and just kind of listening into what was going on. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We kept Donnie and the team really busy. They preached in churches on Sundays and traveled all over on the island of Negros where we were. And I've heard great feedback from the pastors and churches where those guys went. Just appreciate them allowing me to kind of, you know, put them out there all over the place I bet, let's see, we had those three guys and myself. So 8 different churches that we visited and preached in during the couple of weeks that we were there. So yeah, great. Just a
Yeah,
great time.
and that annual Bible conference, it's kind of a prelude to their national meeting, and they do it there at the Bible college, right? And
Right.
that's really what Larry and Dwayne Orr were doing there. They were teaching the whole week, and they had a great crowd all week long.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that led into the graduation for the Bible College. It was actually their 49th graduation. Next year will be the 50th. And so all of us, it's so typical of Filipinos. They're just so friendly and, cordial, but they got all of us involved in the baccalaureate and their award ceremony and their graduation. We had I think they had 37 that were graduating from the Bible
Wow.
college this time. So, I mean, just excited to be able to see what's happening there. And I tell you, of course, we've sent the BMA of the Philippines has sent their first missionaries to the country of Cambodia, 2 young men, David Perez and Juran Mammon, who are
Yeah.
now in the country of Cambodia doing ministry. The first time that the BMA of the Philippines has sent their own international missionaries. And just to all of our BMAA audience, let me tell you, this is one of the great movements of the Lord in a generation of taking the gospel to Asia, the 1040 window, the most unreached people group in the world. And so we're off and running and looking for more Filipinos that will answer the call of the Lord to take the gospel to Asia. So great
Yeah.
things with the BMA of the Philippines.
That's so awesome. The last time that we were with you, Stan, that was one of the things that we were talking about. You guys were getting ready. They were just being
Yes.
sent. Can you tell us about some of maybe the challenges or ways that we can pray for these 2 missionaries?
Yeah, these 2 guys will go as tent makers. What that means is they will find jobs. Both of them have credentials that will help them to get jobs. David is a certified teacher. Jurin is a certified mechanic, and of course, countries like Cambodia. Um, just really do not have a lot of real talented, educated people because of their history, we understand. And so these guys are coming in and being able to fill roles that Cambodians are not able to do. So they will be self-support from that standpoint, other than that we have cooperated with the BMA of the Philippines. BMA Global helps with 1/3 of their support. BMAP does 1/3 of their support, and then the missionary and their home churches supply 1/3 of the support. So it's a good partnership, a true partnership. A lot of times, our work is just basically, a scholarship,
Yeah.
but this is a true partnership where all of us are working together financially and with training. So just praying that those 2 guys would be able to get their jobs in place, and that will be able to fund their livelihood. We're basically helping to fund their ministry part of what they do as missionaries there.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Well, I know, Stan, that your passion is missions, and your passion is reaching the world for Christ. You know, but the Bible college has become very instrumental. That 1040 window over there, we need workers, right? Because it's not only the most populated area in the world, but it's the most lost place in the world.
Yes.
So the Bible college is playing a big role in that, right?
Yes, sir. Hey, the BMA Bible College of the Philippines, it's coming up on 50 years. Our legacy missionary Doyle and Linda Moore began that back in the 70s, and today there's over probably 300 BMA churches in the Philippines. Every one of those churches, almost everyone, have missions. And we did a little survey a couple of years ago and determined that over 90% of all of our churches and missions have pastors and missionaries that are graduates of that Bible college.
Wow.
That Bible college has just turned into being such a blessing in training up workers. And then also it kind of gives the continuity of those guys. They all have this Bible college as a connecting factor in their lives. And it just gives them a little bit of a koinonia together. And so just a cool thing. And the attendance in the of the school has really increased in the last couple of years, really bottomed out during COVID, but they've recovered. I think they were up to 97 students this year. 120 students is probably a tap out for them at the Bible College. But such a benefit, and it continues. The big need for that Bible College, of course, is that it's completely scholarship run. And so the need for partners to help in providing scholarships is great. It is a cost about $1,200 a year. That is their tuition and their room and board. And, very inexpensive when you think about what it costs to go to college here in America.
Yeah.
But that's the only way that the school is funded. They receive no funds from anywhere else except through the help of people paying for scholarships. So if anybody was interested in that, man, contact me. There's all kinds of ways through BMA Global to give to that need. But real important. That's a really important thing that we help that Bible college to continue to do their work of training missionaries and pastors.
Absolutely. And you guys, the BMA Bible College has actually just expanded, and you were pretty instrumental in helping to develop and kind of get the start for the Darlene Carey Christian Academy. Is that right, Stan?
Sure. Yeah. Back in 2017, when my wife Dawn and I first went to the Philippines, one of the driving things that we were going to participate in was that the Philippines was having a big issue in their own education program. And so they were asking colleges like ours to take on the 11th and 12th grade, and they would pay for us to do it and all that kind of stuff. But that just didn't really come to pass. And that was the initial impetus for us to begin an academy. And so we really looked into it, and we just began working on how this would happen, and all of them. There's so much red tape in a third world country, and making that happen. So we just began planning, getting the paperwork done, and then helping to raise money to build a building. Our BMA of America, WMA, took that as a project and raised over $70,000.
Wow.
And we built a building, and it is big enough that it can move from kindergarten through the 12th grade. They've just been approved this year to add the 7th and 8th grade. And so just unbelievable. And fortunately, that school is not run on scholarship. It's run totally on tuition. And so they're self-funded. They have needs that we help them with sometimes, with facility issues, things like that. But basically, the school is run by tuition. They had this past year, I think they were up to like 120 students. they are tapped out at about 200 students. So just an incredible thing. We were able to finish getting, even through COVID, we were able to get that building finished before Don and I retired back to America.
Well, that place is just a buzz of activity. If you were to come to the campus, you'd be very impressed. They've done a super job with the campus, and there's the buildings look great, and but it's still like when you have service and stuff. When we have massive services like they did when we were there it's all out there under that basketball court. How y'all gonna air condition that basketball court? We need something done out there about air conditioning.
Let me tell you,
Man,
that thing, I tell you, about a fourth of that basketball court, Donnie, I don't even know if you recognized it, is not covered. And back when
I recognized it.
Blue Doyle and Linda were there and they were building that, they ran out of money. And so that east end of that court is not covered. And man, when you're out there having a service and the sun hits, they all start dragging their chairs out of the sun. Filipinos hate to be in the sun. And hey, but we had tried several times to think about raising the funds to finish that court out and all that kind of stuff. But, there's just always so many more needs that are more important than covering a basketball court.
Yeah.
So,
well, what about me? What about me and me being hot out there? I wonder if y'all thought about that.
Donnie, I can't understand why you were hot. There were 12 Filipinos all around you with big fans waving at you and blowing air all over you.
Yeah, exactly. It should be. Exactly. Hey, here's the deal, Stan. Let me just say, I wanted to talk about the Bible college this morning because it's so impressive. It's impressive that it was impressive, Stan, that at the close of you don't want, you'll probably be mad at me for telling this, but that's okay. You'll get over. You've been mad at me before. It was impressive at the end of the Bible conference that every pastor there got a brand new Bible.
Yeah.
And Stan, you made that happen. And you guys called their names one at a time. And they were so proud. Yeah. And so excited to get a new study Bible.
Yeah.
And, there were a lot of pastors there.
Yeah.
And the Bible conference, the Bible college, all of that, the graduation, the award ceremony, the baccalaureate service, all the things that I got to experience, they were all a blessing. Yeah. And even their national meeting was a blessing. You're doing a great job staying over there, working hard. I know you are. And I think that using the Philippines as a base is a great move to be able to reach the entire region.
Yeah.
So tell us, Stan, again, $1,200 a year will fully fund a young man or woman coming to Bible college, right?
Right.
And so maybe you're out there today and you'd like to invest in one of these. Man, they're beautiful people, and you'd love to invest in one of these kids. And and $1,200 would do it for a year. Take care of everything. You can do that through the BMA Global website. Just go to bmaglobal.org. I'm sure that you can go on. You can find Stan on there. Just look for Asia Pacific, and he's on that. He's on there. He and Donna, I think, are on there too. But you can give there. You can make a note if you want to go to Bible Comp. Could do that, right, Stan?
Yes. Hey, the thing to do is just, designate as a scholarship to the Bible college. And let me tell you, what we do is we do assign you a student. You will have some communication with that student, and they'll tell you a little bit about their lives and what's going on. And I mean, we have donors that have tracked a student for 4 years, all the way through their
Wow.
and now they stay in touch with them in ministry
That's
when they begin
awesome.
pastoring or being a missionary for a local church, and they just feel connected to that guy
Yeah.
because they helped them through Bible college, and now they're just connected with them in their ministry. It's a blessing both ways. Man, those Filipinos, they just love it. They love being able to share and prayer requests and what's going on in ministry. And then we Americans who help, we just get the joy of being able to see the Lord's desire that to reach nations and to be that small part and helping a pastor or a missionary fulfill the Lord's desire to reach the nations for Himself.
That's
Well,
awesome.
it is awesome. Thank you all for your work you're doing, Stan. Thanks for giving us time this morning. Brother, Miss Doug, Lee, man, you guys, Miss Diane, y'all have done a super job over there. They're home for a while, and we appreciate them. President of the Bible College, thank you for your work. Stan, thanks for all your leadership there, and we'll keep up with what's going on, okay?
Yes. Tell our friend Donna we said hello.
Sure thing. Take care, lot. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Okay.
man.
Bye.
Wow. You guys are a great leader.
Yeah.
And does a super job.
Mhm.
So impressed with the people there. I always am when I go. I want to share a life word today, something about that. So if you're a leader out there, one of the questions that I try to ask myself all the time, it's easy to live for the applause of what's going on right now. It's, that instantaneous feedback and gratification. Can I ask you a question? Are you living for that as a leader? Or are you preparing others to take the gospel of Christ around the world when you're gone? Who are you going to invest in? Investing in people, I've often said, invest your life in other people. It gives you the greatest return of any investment you'll ever make. You can invest your money, in places, and you can invest, but if you'll invest your life in other people and preparing them to lead and take the gospel, it'll pay off in ways you never dreamed. Do you not believe that's biblical? Can I say this to you? Ezra prepared Nehemiah for his work. And Moses, he poured his life into Joshua. Paul made Timothy his protege. And Barnabas, he invested his whole life in the work of Paul and in Mark. 2/3 of Jesus' ministry was spent pouring into 12 men. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the great German Christian and Christian philosopher, said this. This always impacts my life when I read it. The righteous person always lives for the next generation. I believe that's true. And you have an opportunity to do that. Look, you can do it through BMA Bible College. You can do it through Jacksonville College. You can do it through Southeastern Baptist College. You can do that through Central Baptist College. You can do that through student ministry in your own church. Invest your life in other people and invest it in the next generation. That's what they're doing over there in the Philippines. And they're raising up an army of people to reach the most populated place in the world. And the place in the world that needs Jesus the most unreached place in the whole world is that 1040 window there in Asia Pacific. So invest your life in other people and in the next generation, and God will bless you for it. And that's your life word for today, Miss Yolanda. And so I was going to see if we had any prayer requests for today.
We do have a couple of prayer requests that we want to share. So, do want to mention those who have been affected by the tornadoes. We know had a lot of really severe weather that was coming through, and so we know that there have been some that family members have lost their families, and so we just want to remember them in our prayers, and those who have lost homes and storm damage. So, just continue to remember them. This has been a very active tornado season for this area, and seems a little unusual for us. And so just continue to remember them in your prayers. Also, Brother Charlie Costa and Lori Klein, both of them in a cancer journey once again, and want to remember them as they have begun their chemo treatments, and just lift them up to the Lord in prayer for peace and for comfort during this time, and as they continue to pursue this journey of health. Also, we want to pray for the BMA Bible College and the Darlene Carey Christian Academy, and just the wonderful students that are going through there, and the effort that's being done, and preparing them to do kingdom work. So very excited for them. And also these two missionaries that Stan was talking about to Cambodia, we want to continue praying for them and the challenges that may arise, but pray for them and their work that they'll be doing, and being able to reach those people throughout Cambodia. So those are just a couple of our prayer requests this morning, Donnie.
Good. Thank you. Hey, is Stan still around, John?
I think so. Yeah, there he is.
Bingo. Sorry, man. I should have warned you. I should have said something. I say this every week. We even have a pre-meeting before the show. It doesn't seem like it, but we do. Hey, Stan, would you mind leading us in prayer this morning?
My pleasure. Okay, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Father, I pray that all of these that Yolanda has mentioned, Lori and Charles, and those that, not just them, but especially them, because we love them so much, all of those that are dealing with health issues and battling cancer, I pray that you would bless them and put your arms of protection around them and around their families, God, as they meet the needs of their loved ones during this special time. And God, I know there's needs all over the world. Our focus today is what's happening in Asia. And God, we know your heart. We may not live it all the time, but we know that you love us and that you sent your son. You are the first missionary, having sent your son to redeem the world. And I pray that God, the efforts in Asia would just be manifested in millions of people coming to know you because you love them and you first love them and you sent your son for them. And I just am asking God that through the work in the Philippines that you have blessed all these years, that more will follow, David and Jurin, who have gone to Cambodia to take the gospel to those that so desperately need to know Jesus as their Savior. And I pray you bless that school. I pray you bless, God, Darlene Carey Christian Academy, and the young children there that are being taught your word and educated, and that these boys and girls will grow up to love you and serve in churches and serve in ministry where you would lead them. And God, I also want to just thank you for the ministry of Lifeword. And oh gosh, the relationship I've had with Lifeword all these years, from the Harvest Gleaner Hour to Lifeword today. What a journey we've had, and what a blessing. And I pray, God, that people all over the world who are affected by the ministry of Lifeword will just have an attitude of thankfulness of how you, as the Holy God, have reached them through this media, and then how you're going to use this media to reach millions more in the future. I pray that you will bless their staff and bless Donnie as he leads them. And I pray that you would give us today the opportunity to tell others about Christ. And we pray in his name and for his sake. Amen.
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 Thank you, brother. Love you, man. Hope you have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, cool. JBC done?
I'm out. Yes.
Work hard. Enjoy your summer, man. We'll talk to you later, Sam.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. So it's Memorial Day weekend, right?
It is.
It is.
It is. We got Monday off. But more importantly, before we go today, for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice,
Absolutely.
Monday we will honor you on the show, and we will remember you, and we thank the Lord for you. And as we're enjoying our weekend, we won't forget why we can.
That's right.
So we hope everybody has a great weekend. I know some of our staff, they're heading out even this afternoon, starting vacations. And so next week we will be here, though. We'll be here Monday. Are you off? You're off Monday. You going to have to work Monday, Yolanda, for just a few minutes?
I'll be here. Yeah.
I'm not going to do this by myself.
No.
There'll be 2 people.
We're not going to leave you hanging, Betty.
There'll be 2 people watching. It'll be
us.
because I'll have 2 phones up here like this.
No, we won't leave you hanging, Betty. We're going to be here.
We'll be here Monday morning. And then next Thursday, we have a special guest coming in. And I'm not going to tell everybody who it is yet, but it's going to be fun. We're going
a little teaser for us.
Have a big time. But we'll be back Monday. And I would imagine Tuesday nights with
Tuesday night, follow conversations
right,
every Tuesday night at 7. So we'll be ready to go.
All right. So, hey, do me a favor. Tell somebody about Jesus today, okay? We love you. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll try to do better next time than we did today.
Bye-bye.
Bye.